Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to give you a price prediction and also analysis on TAO or Bittensor. TAO is probably one of the best coins for artificial intelligence. I'm going to show you where we could be going long term, short term. So hit the like button, subscribe to the channel because we post one video or two videos every single day about crypto trading. You can see that right now, talking about on the weekly chart. TAO has been completely bashed, going from roughly $740 for me, like what we call a almost like a double top, and then we went down as low as $250. And lots of people are now scared; they don't know how high you could go. But today I'm going to show you a little bit of to give you more data to understand if we could be seeing like 2025 TAO to go higher than this. Now, I would like to start straight away with the long-term chart to show you what is going to be our potential targets based on the data and also the history. You can see that what we can do if we draw a line, what we call the Fibonacci extension, is a very important mathematical equation which can tell us exactly what could it be the price of TAO in the next upcoming month. It shows you that we have very important levels of the Fib extension. And of course, if nothing is guaranteed, and I'm not a financial advisor, so just do your own research. But if we have a look at this and we actually calculate how high this could go to, we can see that we have 1,165, 1,774, 2,300, 3,000. So historically, whenever we had a look at, for example, altcoins, we could actually see that many altcoins were able to go and reach at least the level of the 1.618 Fibonacci retracement. So if you actually have a calculation from here, and let's say TAO is going to go up to this area, that could be roughly a 4x from here, if I'm not mistaken. It could be a 223% or a 4x. And the question I would like to ask you, do you think this could actually happen? So in my opinion, and looking at the data, I think that we're going to see a proper alt season where we're going to see, I'm going to show you in a second, but prices of altcoins to triple or even quadruple. I could really be seeing Bittensor to go around 1,165. Is it going to go higher to 1,700, up to 3,000? That could definitely be a possibility. It could be, but I would say to be very conservative, I would probably take lots of my money out from this point over here because it's going to be the safest way to approach the situation. And in the meanwhile, what I'm doing, like because of the altcoin market has been going up and down, back and forth everywhere. So what we've been doing as well with myself and my VIP group guys, we've been trading the market like professional. Of course, trading results talk for themselves. But what we do, we also have altcoin analysis every single day as well as Bitcoin, like the one I'm doing today. But guys, this is every single day. I also have altcoin analysis on request, altcoin long term over here. We have spot trading calls, everything you can think of for trading calls for myself and my other pro members. Guys, so if you want to really start to learn, educate yourself on how to trade crypto and invest and make money with this, you need to join the VIP group. There is a link in the description with a little trailer over here, our trading results, everything documented in this video. And also, if you want to trade with an amazing account, I recommend you my partner, Bluefin, guys. Great exchange. I use Bluefin for all of my trades. Also, there is a link in the description that there is a crazy bonus right now. If you invest $20,000, you're going to get 10% cashback. Can be up to, in between 1,000 to 20,000, you're going to get 10% into USDT to trade your favorite futures for free to make, of course, money. So long term, guys, that's what I'm expecting right now. So it could be that we could be seeing, the final blow off top for TAO if we're going to see an alt season reaching around 1,165. In my opinion, that is going to end up around here. So I'm going to probably be end up around this box in this area. If you're going to see an explosion of alt season, maybe it's going to go higher. But right now, that's what I'm going to be concentrated to, of course, to understand where to sell some position around this area here. Now, next one I want to show you, which is actually very important to understand for you. Okay, so is TAO done with the sell-off macro point of view? Does it look good? Well, looking at the chart, looking at the volume footprint, that's a very important technical indicator we can utilize to understand if in the candle you have more buying orders than sell orders. And you can see this from here. You can see that we had from the weekly chart a downtrend. You can see basically volume is just this movement over here. And although with TAO we had a nice what we call the bearish hammer candle, like a bullish hammer in this case, you can see from the volume footprint point of view. I'm going to go and get it to you again. if we actually break down the candle, this candle exhibited a negative delta volume of 1.88 millions of volume, suggesting that even in this candle, you had more sellers rather than buyers. And if this is the case, in general, it means that this macro movement to the downside has yet to be finished. Simply because if it was a proper reaction, proper rebound, you should have seen like a positive delta coming from this point here. But you can see that since January 2025, we just had minus, 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 minus. What do you want to see is this. You want to see this nice negative delta. You want to see, in some cases, like here, where you have, can you see, for example, here, we were consolidating at the bottom, forming like a head and shoulder, and we had a beautiful positive delta, 46,000, 17,000, 27,000. That's what you want to see. But because otherwise, it means that sellers are still in control and we could be seeing more downside to come. That's going to be very important. Now, looking at I would say more like a short-term point of view for TAO, that's the situation right now. We are in what we call a descending channel. And as long as we're going to stay below this area, below this point here around 420 to 430, we are not going to go anywhere. Okay, so you can see that since the 3rd of December, we have been going down like this. So we're 735, we went here, rebound, rebound, rebound. So as long as we're going to stay below this point, there is a risk you're going to continue to go down. So if you want to know a proper confirmation, like a proper situation where you're going to see a potential macro structure change, what do you want to see is going to be the break of this area. You can see there is so much intersection right now here of this moving average at this point. And the plan is very simple. Look at the RSI, stochastic RSI, volume footprint, look at this candle. So if TAO is going to be able to break this area and close above here, then what I could be expecting as more like a short-term trade, my expectation is going to be a retracement to the golden pocket area of Fibonacci. You can see this Fibonacci, this mathematical equation. We can go at this point here. We can go and grab a nice rectangle to show you. So if you're going to be able to break this point, then I could be seeing at least a pump up to maybe 550 to 600 for one TAO. But if we're not going to see this breakout, there is a risk we're going to continue to go down this way. No way we can actually go up again. I mean, no way. Like, it will take probably a little bit like a longer time. And you can see even better from this point here, looking more like a short term, like a 4 hours point of view. Somebody asked me, Andrea, would you go for a long? Would you go for a short? That's what I can see right now. To me, and again, this is not financial advice. That's what I'm doing. But the best level I can see right now from here, from I would say, for an area to go and place a nice fat long position, probably could be at this intersection here of the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement, which is sitting in between 312, I would say even around 320, because what I could be expecting from this point is going to be, for example, a drop down to this point here, then a big rebound to try to go back up to this area, and then from this point, we could be seeing either another drop and up, or we could be seeing a breakout from this point. So if I'm going to go down and go down to this area at the 61.8, 312, 320, then even if it's going to go from 315 to, let's say, 400, that's going to be like 30% trade is going to be absolutely massive. And of course, guys, in the VIP, we explain everything about this. We have, trading calls every single day about all of this trading setups. Very, very important. So that's what I can see right now with DAO from more like a short-term point of view. It's going to be very important to be able to break this area. If you break this area, you can continue to go higher. Otherwise, we're going to see another rejection to come to the downside. Now, next one I want to show you as well, very important, is going to be about a little bit like, on chain, about the liquidation heat map. You can see that liquidation heat map is very important to understand where we sitting with our altcoins. And you can see something quite remarkable. I'm going to move it for you so you can see better. You can see right now that TAO, you have lots of liquidation sitting at $500. As I explained to you right now, that if you're going to be able to break that area at 420, then there is a very high chance we should be able to go to 500 to 550. And you can see that the liquidity right now is actually at 500. It's not down to here. So what we could be seeing is that you can see some liquidity going around 300 to 310 as we discuss our level of support. So if market makers wants to be, which guys is not, they're not market makers, institutions or big boys want to be very naughty and they want to really force the price to the downside, perhaps to go down to 300 to 320, then what could be happening from this case? I'm expecting potentially a drop down to 310, 320, then a big probably reversal up to 510 to 520. But even in this case, if we're going to be able to break that diagonal resistance, then we should be able to go high. Also, second thing, guys, talking about the aggregated order book liquidity delta chart as well, you can see that TAO is into a sort of like, we can say, more accumulation rather than distribution. And you can see all this volume, like, this delta volume. Look how much positive delta you got here. Like, really, you can see that the big boys are actually buying from this point. And this is suggesting that, something big should be coming and should be able to push the price to the upside. But as I said before, what you have to be very careful at this point right now, as I explained with the volume footprint, is that TAO right now is not bullish here. Okay, so short term, that's not bullish. You want him to become bullish, we have to break this area 415, 420. Then I can see us to go and to continue to go higher. But if you're going to see another rejection from there, then what I could be thinking, if I wanted to go and open, let's say, a long or a short, and it's not financial advice, that's what I'm doing, I'm probably going to be looking for maybe 310, 315 with the expectation that we're going to be seeing like a sort of like a double bottom formation. And that would be actually a very cool movement to happen. So that's it, guys. I really hope this was helpful to make you understand how you trade like a professional, not by just guessing where the price could go to. And of course, if you have any question, or leave a comment down below. But otherwise, I'm going to see you tomorrow. I'm going to post another altcoins analysis for you to understand, the way you buy, the way you sell, and all that. But otherwise, you have a great day, and I'm going to see you soon.